Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Monday, the 16th of January. What a nice day yesterday, and I was trying to work out what part of this low pressure system was this nice sort of chunk of weather that we had, but this is slipping away quite quickly and all filling in. So I can only assume it was probably out back here somewhere. It's moving away, and this sort of swirling front has got some rain on it. But essentially, we're now drawing in northwesterly winds. Looks like for the next 3 or 4 days at least. And obviously, you can see where they're coming from, all the way down from Iceland, Greenland. Pretty cold air mass, spacing out a little bit, so it's not going to be as windy as the last couple of days, that's for sure. But still, low pressure today anyway, 988, 990. So chance of a shower as well mixed in there. So what do the TAFs say on this forecast? Well, updated a couple of times already this morning. Farnborough, 320, 12 knots, which is probably what it is now. It looks like a fairly brisk northwesterly. And scattered at 2,000 feet. I think at some point today it will get to scattered at 2,000 feet, but that's going to be later this afternoon. I suspect what we've got now is obviously increasing winds and broken at 1,400, broken at 1,100. So I think that's sort of, it's actually Farnborough giving 900 feet at the moment. That's probably what we've got now and what we'll have for an hour or two. And then this afternoon, it does start to brighten up a little bit, but you will get the occasional shower and broken at 1,400 feet. Upper winds, fairly brisk from the northwest, 310, 25 to 30 knots. In the channel, a bit further north, 330, 25 knots. So yeah, northwesterly, fairly fresh. And the sat pic shows sort of rotation of the low here. We're drawing in a lot of cloud from this direction at the moment. So it's essentially drawing in moist air from the North Sea and dragging it down over us. Hence, we've got this sort of low cloud sat over us at the moment, which can take a few hours to sort of slowly dry out, fizzle out, and lift. The rain is sort of well to the east of us now, and you can see from the rainfall radar, the main chunk of it is over here. There will be spits and spots floating around here, I think, and the showers that tend to come off in this wind direction off the sort of Irish Sea this way across Wales will dry out fairly quickly. They don't tend to make it this far. I think we'd be fairly unlucky if we caught a shower, really. Temperature wise, here's the big shock, folks. Wasn't particularly warm yesterday, but it was about 8 degrees. Now they're forecasting 3 degrees, so yeah, it's going to be pretty chilly today, and a wind chill certainly lower than that. So it's certainly going to feel fairly cold when you're stood out there. Top Meteo, they're picking up a reasonable amount of cloud. That says sort of anywhere 500 to 1,000 feet all over central England. And then you play it forward a few hours and it comes and goes till about 12, 1 o'clock, when it sort of turns into cumulus. It obviously raises a bit. That's the scattered at 2,000 feet, I suspect, that they're forecasting. But again, coming and going. So who knows, folks? Could be, it does get flyable sometime late morning, but a strong northwesterly wind with a chance of showers. But I think we'd be unlucky to actually get one. So we should get something out of it today, but not a great day. Tomorrow looks a little bit clearer for most of the day. But again, cold northwesterly, and I think Wednesday was the same sort of picture. Right through to Thursday, so nice week ahead, but very, very cold northwesterly wind. Okay, airspace wise, not a lot going on. Fairly quiet in terms of airspace. I wish they just, like I said yesterday, I wish they just take these two away off the map. They've been there for the last year probably. So yeah, no airspace issues to worry about. Jet movements, there's supposed to be a 737 departing at 9 o'clock. No sign of that, heard no sirens, so I'm sure it's going to go at some point today. And that is the only jet movement in theory today. I've had 6 emails so far with different flight plans. So the latest one was 9 o'clock, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's not been moved. If we operate, when we operate, let's be positive about it. We'll take a look at it, but I think we may try and operate off the main runway with the cables on the north side and the launch point vehicle somewhere around the intersection just south of the centre line. And aero towing will be on the southern edge of the main runway, so that we can actually land on the tarmac. So circuits to the north will be grass north side and the tarmac. If you circuit to the south, you've got to put it on the grass south side, and I would recommend landing a little bit further over here rather than close to the runway. The ground's a bit drier on this bit down through here, slightly raised ground. If we can't do that and it actually proves to be too strong and northwesterly, we'll have to take a look at operating down here, but that might be fairly difficult because I suspect this ground is pretty waterlogged. So it may well be that if we can't operate winching operations off the main run, that we won't be able to winch at all because of the wet ground down here. But we'll see. We'll do a pitch inspection at some point after this briefing. Okay, folks, I think you can quite safely have another cup of tea, and then we'll decide a little bit later when we're going to go out, get the kit out and go flying.